Welcome to The Explainer. All right, let's dive right into this highly anticipated 2026 World Cup semi-final clash in Atlanta. Two absolute giants of the sport, a fiercely historic rivalry, and a ticket to the ultimate prize hanging in the balance. It really doesn't get much bigger than this. To truly wrap our heads around the gravity of this match, we've got to start with one specific number: 60. We are looking at 60 long years of an English trophy drought going head-to-head against Lionel Messi's quest for back-to-back titles in his sixth and final World Cup. He's trying to do something no side has pulled off since Brazil did it way back in 1962. Just incredible stakes. So here's our fight card for today. We're going to set the stage, look at England's resilient run, cover Argentina's dramatic defense, map out the tactical chess match, unpack this truly historic rivalry, and finally, break down the key battles. Section 1. Setting the stage, July 15th, 2026. Picture the scene at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Out of the 48 teams that started this journey back on June 11th, only 4 remain. And the pressure here, it's practically suffocating. You've got England desperately chasing their first World Cup since 1966, and Argentina chasing history with those back-to-back titles. But you know, this is so much more than just a match. It's Gareth Southgate's ghost finally confronting Thomas Tuchel's brand new England setup, all while the legendary shadow of Diego Maradona hovers right over Messi's final dance. Section 2. England's resilient run, Tuchel's transformation. Okay, so to understand how we got here, we have to look at how this builds England's tournament story, starting with a completely transformed squad. Everything shifted back in May 2026 when Thomas Tuchel made what he actually called the most shocking squad selection since 1998, and he wasn't kidding. He was utterly ruthless, dropping massive names like Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Harry Maguire. And he did this based entirely on structural fit. Instead, he brings in Ivan Toney for that physical presence and recalls a 35-year-old Jordan Henderson for dressing room leadership. Naming Harry Kane as captain, Tuchel selected 9 defenders and 7 midfielders. His whole focus, building an incredibly sound, defensively solid foundation. And let me tell you, that defensive structure has been thoroughly tested through a gritty, grueling knockout gauntlet. In the round of 32, they barely survived a genuine scare against DR Congo, ultimately saved by a Harry Kane brace. Then came the sheer exhaustion of that legendary win against co-hosts Mexico in the absolute cauldron of the Estadio Azteca. Despite going down to 10 men, Jude Bellingham just erupted, scoring twice in 2 minutes to steal a 3-2 win. And finally, they had to dig incredibly deep to knock out a terrifying Norway side featuring Erling Haaland, winning 2-1 after extra time. It's just been this exhausting test of survival to reach their 4th ever World Cup semifinal. And the secret to surviving all of that? Pure tactical ruthlessness. This stat right here brilliantly illustrates their flexibility. Against Mexico, England had just 33.2% possession. That is literally their lowest ever recorded in a World Cup match. Yet they won the game. They proved you absolutely don't need the ball to break hearts in the Azteca. They are perfectly comfortable sitting deep and just hitting teams with devastating counterattacks, using the pace of Bukayo Saka and Anthony Gordon. Section 3. Argentina's dramatic defense, the champion's tightrope. Let's switch corners over to Lionel Scaloni's Argentina. They came into this tournament boasting 17 returning players from their 2022 triumph in Qatar. But their knockout path? Oh man, it has been an absolute white-knuckle roller coaster ride. They needed extra time to survive a massive scare against tournament debutants Cape Verde. Then they needed a 93rd minute winner to edge past Egypt. And against a 10-man Switzerland side in the quarters, it took a 111th minute wonder strike from Julián Álvarez to finally break through. They've literally needed extra time or dramatic late interventions in every single knockout match so far. And really, that Egypt match perfectly captures their whole tournament vibe. Just picture it. With barely 10 minutes of normal time remaining, the defending champions were down 2-0. They were staring elimination right in the face. Hope was fading fast. But then Romero scores, Messi equalizes, and deep into stoppage time, Enzo Fernández rescues them with a dramatic winner. It showed unbelievable resilience, for sure, but it also highlighted some very real vulnerabilities in the squad. Section 4. The tactical chess match, structure versus chaos. So the crucial point here is how these two vastly different fighting styles will actually clash on the pitch. It's a pure clash of philosophies. On one hand, you have Tuchel's machine-like 4-2-3-1 setup. It's on the front foot, it's structurally rigid, anchored by Declan Rice, and completely lethal in transition. Up against that, you have Scaloni's fluid swirling chaos, a system designed entirely to do one thing: feed the ball to Lionel Messi and maximize his creative freedom. So where exactly will this tactical battle be won? Well, first off, England's devastating transition pace maps perfectly onto an Argentine back four that has looked highly suspect, having shipped goals in every single knockout round. Second, keep an eye on set pieces. Tuchel's side has some elite routines that could easily break a deadlock. But finally, the central question of the match: can England's center backs, John Stones and Mark Guehi, physically and positionally deny Messi the pockets of space he constantly craves? Section 5, a historic rivalry, 60 years of bad blood. Now we really must open the history books for a second, because this fixture carries an immense, emotionally charged geopolitical weight. The sporting rivalry really caught fire with a controversial red card for Argentina's captain at Wembley in 1966. But then the Falklands War in 1982, a very real military conflict with tragic casualties, forever changed the emotional stakes of this matchup. Just 4 years after that came the 1986 World Cup, Diego Maradona's infamous Hand of God goal, followed literally 4 minutes later by his mesmerizing goal of the century. Then, skip to 1998 with David Beckham's vilification for a red card, followed by his heroic penalty redemption in 2002. It seems like every single time these two meet, it produces absolute folklore. And what's really interesting here is how perfectly this quote captures the mood. Listen to former Argentine international Roberto Perfumo talking about that 1986 clash. It was like beating a country, not a football team. This isn't about taking sides today, it's just about understanding the immense gravity this rivalry holds. For both of these nations, this transcends the sport. Section 6, Key Battles, where the match will be won. Let's bring it right back to 2026. Wednesday night in Atlanta is going to come down to these crucial man-to-man duels. You've got Harry Kane versus Lionel Messi, two of the most lethal finishers of their generation squaring off on the biggest stage imaginable. Then there's the engine room, the sheer physical power of Jude Bellingham going up against Argentina's trio of Enzo Fernández, Alexis Mac Allister, and Rodrigo de Paul. But the most important duel? It might just be Declan Rice. He leads the entire tournament in interceptions, and he is England's primary weapon to completely choke out the passing lanes that supply Messi. And that brings us to the ultimate question we're left with today. Can England's rigid structure and defensive discipline finally break a 60-year curse? Or will Scaloni's chaotic genius and Messi's sheer magic secure Argentina's destiny in the World Cup final? One thing is for sure, the stage is set for an absolute classic. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer and enjoy the match.